OG Philip. OG is a tax analyst and he joins me to look at the recent efforts to introduce tax audit laws in Nigeria. You're welcome to Business Express.
Thank you. Please, I didn't know your name.
Well, the name is Musa Abubakar.
Musa Abubakar, thank you very much.
Okay.
I'm happy to be part of this program.
I can see that. Okay, well, let's talk tax. Okay, tax has always, or revenue has been a preoccupation of most governments to see that they've generated as much as possible, and also plugging of leakages is also another area. So we'd like you to just give us a view of plugging of leakages. What do you make of it?
Yeah, thank you. First of all, thank you, Nigerians. The impact, I believe, the bill that we are pushing in the National Assembly will make is to stop this area of doubting whether Nigeria will recover. I'm not part of lamenting. I don't like lamenting. Okay. We have a way out.
But can you give us a picture?
Yeah, that's what I'm coming to say.
Okay.
All right. My name is OG Philip Oji, okay. A tax analyst.
Okay.
I have stayed in different places in the world, particularly in Singapore. A lot of these countries don't do any other thing without tax and not making tax expensive. That is not the way to get it work. The best way to get tax working is the audit side of the tax. Okay. What are you doing to investigate? And that comes with making it transparent through tax transparency, meaning that the collectors shouldn't be a judge in his own case. Mm-hmm. That is where you start to shut the leakages. You can't block any leakage by pronouncements, proclamations, you understand? So it is an authority given through the National Assembly. There will be a law that will create National Inspector General for Tax Crime Commission, which is the bill I author.
Now, before we get to that,
the author of the bill.
We'll definitely talk about that. I want you to give us a view of plugging revenue leakages.
Yeah. Let me start by saying, I said it before, but let me just say it the way you understand.
Okay.
When you operate a tax administration and you ignore the area of tax inspector, which is like places like UK, America, Canada, places, you are like saying somebody that's alive not to have oxygen. So what we are asking is for tax inspector that will take care of those things that is causing the leakage. The leakage is not coming from corruption. The leakage is purely policy matters. So the system needed this overhaul. And overhaul doesn't mean going to start putting a particular thing inside Federal Revenue Service. What it's supposed to be is the tax inspectors without border of the OECD. I'm telling you, because when we say how do we plug it, you can't plug it until they pass the bill into law. It's a law. You don't say it with mouth. Even let me tell you again, the blockage of tax today is very simple. Okay. We are running a digital economy in the globe, the entire globe. So when you join the OECD tax inspectors without border, you will see that they will even help you to even control this domestic tax, because they needed an institution that is given a responsibility for investigation, auditing, inspecting, and evaluation, which is National Inspector General for Tax Crime Commission, like the TICTA of the United States. Mm-hmm. See that the United States have a National Inspector General for Tax Administration. All right, that place is TICTA. It came by 1998. So IRS cannot do it. IRS did not generate anything more than 1.something trillion before TICTA come on board in 1998. Can you imagine from 1960? They were just going with 800 billion. So why is it that before 1998 to 1999, they were able to generate 2 trillion to the surprise of the MPs? The entire parliament of the United States was surprised. Between less than 8 months to 10 months, they saw a whopping amount ranging to $2 trillion. Now they were close to 4 something trillion dollars. Look, nobody is corrupt. It's a system failure. This area of calling Nigeria corrupt, no. There are more sophisticated corrupt men in the world more than Nigeria. Nigeria don't even have the power.
Okay, you are pursuing this bill, right? Okay. What will be the role of the Inspector General for Tax Crimes Commission?
Yeah.
What will it be?
Our role is not to come and collect tax. It's not even our job. Our job is to make the office of Auditor General relevant.
Okay.
For now, I'm sorry, but that is how I have to say it. It's a bit redundant. You know why? You don't give this information like we are going to do now. If God help us, because they are doing a very good job in the National Assembly right now. Look, that office is where we are going to report, not a finance minister. Before our report will go to the National Assembly, where we will go and show them what we are going to do is tax receipt. There is a server. Immediately you pay anything you do in tax, we hit our server. We don't want to see the money. Just like any other institution, even private institutions, there are people who give you receipt. It's not the person that collects money.
Okay.
But all of them will come for counter balance later in the day. That is what we are coming to do. We are not there to investigate federal Inland Revenue somehow, but we are there to investigate them too, because they cannot be judged to their case. The owners of tax revenue you are seeing is the community and the parliament, not the federal Inland Revenue or another the executive. Because the people that you see that paying this tax, no community, every community have their representative in the National Assembly, both the lower and upper house.
So what's the proposed gain for this particular bill? What do you expect to achieve?
Is it me?
Well, I mean, the country.
I know, because the experience I have is from the outside of the world. I mean, when you talk about international, they are not God. They're only conscious of their situation and they work towards it, and they are achieving. Then we end up not doing well and go to collect from them to borrow. Borrow what? We have to borrow ideas. Let me tell you what we are going to gain. If this National Inspector General for Tax can come to be, because now we are the stage of third reading, that is my happiness.
Okay.
So, I don't want Nigeria to panic. There is no logic towards it. If Kenya can do it, if Uganda can do it, if South Africa can do it, if Ghana can do it, it's a small thing.
Okay, something that has been tried.
People are doing it.
Okay.
That's the way out. The OECD that is the control remove our name.
Okay.
We came in local in the OECD 1990.
Okay, you were talking about the proposed gain for the country.
So let me not leave that area.
Okay.
Now immediately you came in. Look, sometimes people don't know. Some people are paying more than double taxation in Nigeria, meaning that there was something wrong with the model. I mean, our methodology is wrong. We are even up to now, we are still operating in the 1939 tax law. Very outdated. The time you enforce tax like this is a task force. Tax administration is not task force. When you don't make it friendly with those that are paying you, which is in fact, they are the most important. If they feel bad or their perception is that you are not transparent enough, number one, you are charging A more than B. I mean, the inequality that you will see is that maybe the poor is even the person paying the widow's mite. These are the things that you see that the inflow that's supposed to come through voluntary compliance will not come. And you know, if you like use gun, you can't enforce tax to make money. But when you make it friendly and people see some transparency in it, the flow will come on its own. And when they see that the collector is not the person that is inspecting, they will have some confidence in the system. And it will be natural thing. It has been happening in every part of the world.
Will it boost tax collection?
We will just need the tax will flow.
Okay.
We don't need to go to people's premises to collect tax, remember? The world of today, I mean the electronics world we are operating today, electronic service delivery. Grant that we can be in US and be doing business in Nigeria, we don't need to even see you, but you have to collect tax from the person. So if you don't have tax inspectors without border, which is what OECD is preaching, in fact they remove our name. It was recently they are insisting that if we don't do and connect with them proper, which means by the grace of God, I'm seeing them passing this bill very soon. So if we don't key to them, we may not be able to send some of our nuts like cashew nut, cocoa. They say go and key in because they are conscious of the global security, not just tax. But I don't want to overheat that. It's not my area. I'm talking about, let's talk about why are we not making it in tax? It's not adding money every day. No. And the inequality is that every day that they break, a baby that is up to the age of eating Indomie or Golden Moore is paying tax in this country. Why would somebody say we're not paying tax? What we need is to harmonize the inequality to be able to balance.
I understand that the bill you're proposing will like somehow improve our tax collection to like 25%.
30% and more.
Okay.
Yeah. I will tell you something. If you do this thing by the grace of God the way it is, I have the organogram. Okay. Or maybe they structure the framework. Because we are going to be in every state. So be able to, there is no land or building that you know in Nigeria.
Now you talked about...
I'm talking about where the money will come from.
You're talking about in every state. Where does the state now key in?
The people, this particular agency will have their tax inspector's office in every state. Okay. And Abuja and the federal capital. And even the zonal listen, because even the United States, they take time in favor of their embassies. In fact, we are going to one of our members, if this thing happen, all right, the government do, if God will help us, it will happen, because already they are serious. You will see that we will have our attaché in all our embassies. Because some of the things you see that they will need to go, they don't need to call people from here. They need to just go there and be part of the meeting. Or maybe they will receive our people coming for training. There's a lot of things to do with training. Even when they signed this bill into law, the Americans signed their own into law 1998, but they were able to start work January 1999 because it took them 7 months to be able to go for training. They even went to train when their training was done in UK.
Are we also going to see improvement in transparency and accountability?
It will happen naturally. Immediately you pass this thing into law, it's not a force. It is something, immediately you do it, there is an installation you will do. But everything that happens in federal level, we will hit our server. So if nobody will be stupid enough to go and touch such money that is already existing in somebody's system. Because when I call it obvious temptation. If you allow somebody to know that nobody is coming behind, no matter how good the person is, the person will be tempted to touch or behave funny.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
OG Philip OG, yes. Tax analyst. Yes. Thank you for sharing your thought. And we hope that this bill gets passed so that we can see much more improvement.
In case you are ending this thing, let me say small thing. I have seen you going somewhere. Allow me.
Okay, I'm afraid time will not.
No, please let me just say it because I am surprised when the thing was started. And look, I did not start this thing. This is 4 years. Let me give you this bit, please. We have over 2 million Nigerians that I made Association of Concerned Citizens of Nigeria on Revenue and Economy for 36 states of the Federation. All right. We are there now. The Senate President and any other person is interested in the bill. So Nigerians are panicking. Let them not panic. This bill will settle all those things they are saying.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now moving on.